Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. A few years back, I think it's 2014 or 2013, Rahul Gandhi had made a statement which the whole world had laughed on him. And that statement was, he said, see, politics is in your shirt, politics is in your pant, politics is in your shoes and all of that. And the whole world laughed, saying that, what is he talking about? You know what is my topic today? My topic today is the same. Politics is there in your shoes, politics is there in your shirt, politics is there in your pant, politics is there everywhere. And politics is possibly the most important thing of our lives. And I will tell you why. Let's get right into the show. So first, let me talk about what Rahul Gandhi said. Politics is in your shirt, politics is in your pant, politics is everywhere. That is what he said. Let's talk about that for 1 minute and then I will get into my topic. You see, politics decides the economy. Politics decides whether you get fuel at X price or Y price. Politics decides whether the food in your table, at what price you get. So isn't politics relevant? Isn't politics actually affecting your shirt and pant? So that's the point that he tried to make. Maybe one didn't understand it then. I thought it made sense. Now that's the point. I want to get more deeper into this subject. What I am saying today is that freedom is connected to democracy. Democracy is connected to politics. And the basis of politics is ideology. So if you shake ideology, freedom shakes. If you play with the ideology, your freedom, your liberty may get affected. And we've seen that in many countries. Ideology is the basis of politics. If you were to define politics in a simple language, and normally most of the things I try to do in a very simple way, because that's the way I understand things. I cannot grasp complicated stuff. I understand things in a simple way. I try and explain it in that way. You see, politics is basically about a belief in an ideology. I believe in an ideology. And the ideology that I believe in, I try to propagate that ideology. I try to take that ideology to every doorstep. I try to take that ideology to you. I try to convince you to be part of the ideology that I believe in. Step 1 in politics. Step 2 in politics is when I want to implement the ideology that I believe in. So the ideology, what I believe is socialism, then I want to impress you why socialism is better than whatever the current ideology is. And that is the propagation that I do about socialism. The second step I do is I want to implement socialism in the society that I am, and that is where politics and electoral politics comes into play, where I come and ask you for vote. I have convinced you socialism is good, isn't it? Now I will ask you for vote so that I can come into power. And implement socialism. So all my life, I believe in an ideology, I propagate that ideology, and some point of my life, I come into power to ensure that the ideology that I believed in as a child or as a youth, I implement that. This is real politics. Now let's keep this aside. Let's talk about 2-3 incidents that happened in India. You see, there is a former singer called Babul Supriyo. I liked his songs. He was a good singer. A singer called Babul Supriyo, who one day thought that he is also a politician. And the party that took him and made him into a politician was Bharatiya Janata Party. And he did fairly well for Bharatiya Janata Party, where he stood for elections from Asansol in West Bengal, and he won the seat, and he was all of a sudden, boom, singer to union minister. Overnight, he saw power. So ideology, fighting for ideology, propagating ideology, all that was out. He directly saw power. He was a union minister. So the chronology slightly got reversed. So believing in ideology, then propagating that ideology, and then trying to ensure that the ideology is implemented, and then getting into power, that chronology was reversed. He got into power, then he started thinking what his ideology was, and then he started propagating the ideology. That is exactly what happened. So all of a sudden, a singer, a Mumbai Bollywood singer, who would sing ghazals, who would sing for Hindus, who would sing for Muslims, who would sing for Hindu directors, who would sing for Muslim directors, who would sing for Hindu characters, who would sing for Muslim characters, all of a sudden became the protector of Hinduism. And I remember a TV debate, courtesy Being Human. Please watch this debate. It's a 2-minute debate, but it'll be fun. Just watch this.
What I have a problem is not about Deepika going. Trust me. I have a problem in one thing, that Meghna Gulzar changing the name of the person who threw the acid on Lakshmi. That name is changed from Nadeem Khan to Guddu. Now, I think that this is completely unnecessary, and if people say that this is done deliberately by Meghna Gulzar, and you don't need controversies like this. So I will not change Babul to Salim, I will not change Salim to Babul. Very simple.
Here our man is fighting, saying that, listen, how can you change a Muslim man's name to a Hindu man? He was talking about a film called Chapak, and Meghna Gulzar had directed it. It was also the actress in the film. The actor in the film was Deepika Padukone. And Deepika Padukone had gone to JNU and all that. That's for a different day, a different debate. But you see, he was vociferously fighting. He didn't even see the film. He didn't even know what was in the film. He was vociferously fighting, saying that, boss, why are you changing a Muslim name into Hindu name? Why are you spoiling Hinduism? And all this is him. This was the same man who said that, that Mamata Banerjee, she does only Muslim appeasing. This was the same man who would call TMC a Muslim party. This was the same man, or his party men and his followers were the same man who would call her Begum Mamata. Same man, same people. This is the ideology that he followed, and this is the point that he was trying to make. And you know what happened? Yesterday, day before yesterday, he went and joined Trinamool Congress. Now I want to ask him, does he have a problem with the Muslim name getting into Hindu name or Hindu name getting into Muslim name? Would he still say that this should be a Hindu Rashtra? Would he still say that Mamata Banerjee is appeasing Muslim? Would he do that? So ideologies, boom, changed overnight. Overnight, a man who says that I stand for Hinduism, I fight for Hinduism, I am the protector of Hinduism, goes overnight and goes to the same person who he said was appeasing Muslims. Two lessons we learn from here. One is, what kind of ideology does this politician have, and what kind of ideology, what kind of politics, what kind of public service can this man do? Secondly, for all those people who believe in such Hindu protectors, take a lesson from this. This is the Hinduism that he was preaching. He used Hinduism for his opportunity. Till Hinduism made him the minister, Hinduism was the biggest thing. The day he was thrown out of the minister, Hinduism went packing. Now let me tell you a reverse story. There was another gentleman called Kapil Mishra from Delhi. Another gentleman who I remember went and sat in the Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi in Delhi. He was a huge Mahatma Gandhi fan. He used to talk about Mahatma Gandhi so much. He was an aap, and he was a complete secular person, secular thinker, he was a secular politician and all of that. And I remember this clip very clearly. I know a lot of you all must have seen this, but all the same. See it once again. Just have a look at it.
हेलो, सबसे पहले तो अनुपम जी ने कहा कि आपके पापा के सामने नहीं बोल सकते. मैंने कहा, भाई साहब, पापा को मैंने वोट देके थोड़ी पापा बनाया है. पापा कोई मैनिफेस्टो लेके थोड़ी आए थे. पापा ने ये थोड़ी कहा था कि पड़ोस का गुंडा तेरे को मारेगा, एक थप्पड़ मारेगा तो मैं उसे 10 थप्पड़ मारूंगा, उसके बाद पड़ोस के गुंडे के साथ चाशनी थोड़ी खा रहे हैं मेरे पापा। अगर खाते पड़ोस के घर में जाके केक तो अपने बाप को भी कॉवर्ड बोलता। अगर मेरे पापा कहते बेटा तेरी स्कूल की फीस बाद में दूंगा, पहले मेरे साथ सेल्फी खिंचा ले, तो मैं कहता भैया तुम साइकोपैथ हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम है तुम में। और एक बात कहना चाहता हूं मैं, भैया मन की बात एक ही आदमी कर सकता है क्या? इस देश में हम सब कर सकते हैं अपने अपने मन की बात? हमें छूट मिलनी चाहिए मन की बात करने की। मैं अपने ट्विटर पे क्या लिखूंगा, फेसबुक पे क्या लिखूंगा, ये नेता थोड़ी बताएंगे। संसद में बैठ के कानून बना दिया, कानून होना चाहिए, कानून होना चाहिए, कानून होना चाहिए। मैं आपको एक बात कहना चाहता हूं, ये हिंदुस्तान, ये भारत का देश, इसकी धर्म और संस्कृति के ठेकेदार जो बने हुए हैं ना, उनको कुछ नहीं पता हमारे धर्म के बारे में। हमने तो दैत्यों के गुरु को भी, शुक्राचार्य को भी गुरु की उपाधि दी थी। हमने कहा चारवाक, जो हमारी संस्कृति, हमारी फिलॉसफी के बिल्कुल अगेंस्ट कंज्यूमरिज्म और मेटलिज्म की बात करते थे, उनको भी हमने बोला महर्षि चारवाक हैं। कबीर बनारस के घाट में पंडों के बीच में, पुजारियों के बीच में खड़े होकर बोलते हैं, पाथर पूछे हरि मिले तो मैं पूजू पहाड़, और उसके बाद भी कोई उन्हें कुछ नहीं बोलता। मुगलों के राज में वो फकीर खड़ा होकर कहता है, काकर पाथर जोड़ के मस्जिद लई बनाए, ताचड़ी मुल्ला बांग दे क्या बहरा हुआ खुदाए। उसके बाद भी कोई उन्हें यह नहीं कहता, कबीर को कोई यह नहीं कहता पाकिस्तान चले जाओ तुम नक्सलवादी हो, जंगली हो, पाकिस्तानी हो, कोई नहीं कहता कबीर को ये।
These were his view about the Prime Minister of India. These were his view about the Prime Minister of India, and the same person who sat outside Rajghat, Mahatma Gandhi's Samadhi, the same person was going out there and saying that
8 फरवरी को इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का मुकाबला दिल्ली की सड़कों पे होने जा रहा है। दिल्ली में जगह जगह मिनी पाकिस्तान क्रिएट कर दिए गए हैं और फिर वो शाहीन बाग रिपीट किए जा रहे हैं। जो लोग दंगा कर रहे थे, बसें जला रहे थे, पुलिस को मार रहे थे, उनको 5-5 लाख रुपए का इनाम दिया जा रहा है। जब पाकिस्तान खड़ा करने की कोशिश हुई है, तब हिंदुस्तान खड़ा हुआ है।
Gandhian, he is the one who believes in Gandhi. Now, ideology reversed. So, somewhere down the line, the point, I'll give you one more example. One more example I have to tell you, because otherwise there will be no fun. You see, there is this BJP MLA, Srimant Balasaheb Patil. Srimant Balasaheb Patil was a BJP MLA, if you remember, the person who jumped from Congress to BJP during that, to ensure that the JDA Congress government falls and the BJP government comes up. Now, our man a few days back said that, I was offered money. In 2019, he said, BJP offered me money. I didn't take money, Papa. I just said, give me power. I don't want money. He changed from a secular ideology to a right-wing ideology overnight, because BJP said, I will give you power. He said, power nahi hai, to what is the point? I didn't take money. You see, they offered me money. I could have taken money, he says. It's okay. He's done a favor to himself and this entire nation and possibly the world, that he didn't take money. Why? To jump parties. To jump parties, he didn't take money. So he says, I could have taken money. I didn't take money, but now see, I'm not getting power. You see, the point I am trying to make is politicians who do not have core ideologies are politicians who jump parties, who has nothing to offer this society. Who has nothing to offer this society. The only reason they use politics is for themselves. It's for them to stay in power. It's for them. It's for their power. That is what these politicians are. And these are the people that are the biggest threat to democracy. And that's the point I wanted to make tonight. Before I end the show, I would urge my audience, please subscribe to our channel. Please log on to www.hwnews.in. We require your subscription. And till I see you next time, namaskar.